Hey guys, I'm Jason. I'm producer for Head Games, student game team based out here in Redmond, Washington, and this is our vlog number 2. Now with each week, hopefully these vlogs will be getting a little better. If they don't, please let me know what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it. In terms of our games development, we had a pretty good week. We play tested on Wednesday in-house. We had about 40 different play testers come and stop by and just test out our mechanics, our huffing and puffing, our knocking stuff over, our building stuff back up after you knock it down. Now, next week is actually our final week before our next milestone, which is prototype. I know I said I would try to get a build-up for you guys to play test, but the fact is stuff is changing so rapidly right now since we are in that crunch mode for our next milestone that by the time I posted it and you guys played it, the game would have changed so much anyways that I figured it's probably best just to hold off a week until we meet our milestone and then post that build so you can test out some of the cool mechanics then. For this video, I thought what I would do is actually discuss and talk a little bit about where we hope to be for the milestone, and also show you some of our cool physics stuff that Stefan's been working on. Have a little fun with forces while I'm discussing where we're going for our next milestone. So with that, let's go to it. In terms of where we'd like to be by prototype, our goals are divided into 5 categories. These are our engine, content, gameplay, game design, and planning for our next milestone, which is first playable. As far as our engine goes, we're on track. We have good performance and all of our systems are integrated and working well with the core game engine. Each dev is continuing to work on their respective systems. For instance, Stefan is continuing to fix some friction issues and is currently implementing ragdoll physics in his physics system. Ben is also implementing some features to our animation system, but at this point all these features are not critical to the overall health of our project. In terms of content, Nick, our tools programmer, is busy working on an in-game level editor where devs can use a GUI to create, delete, and place objects within each level for fast in-game testing. It won't be a WYSIWYG editor by prototype, but he is on track to have that implemented before first playable. As far as gameplay goes, this is where the team will need to spend the most amount of time in the coming days. We have scattered gameplay elements working, but we're not really close to being at a first playable. We're really going to have to spend some time designing a prototype to convey how our game will work so it doesn't appear as a simple tech demo. In terms of our game design, we'll use this milestone to evaluate whether our design is realistically feasible in the time frame we have to complete this project. This will include time for research, coding, debugging, optimization, and refactoring, as well as the time needed to create art and audio assets, levels, and playtesting. The team is going to focus on quality rather than quantity and bringing a charm factor to the gameplay. We'll make sure we're still headed down this path and if not, refocus ourselves so we're headed in the right direction. Finally, in terms of planning, we'll make sure to have a solid, well-prioritized plan and systems in place to execute it. We'll map out what code needs to be written by first playable, determine whether someone else is blocked by another dev's task, solidify what art and audio assets need to be created by our next milestone, as well as what bugs need to be fixed. We'll prioritize these tasks, taking into account both the difficulty and value to the project as a whole. In this plan, we're making sure to include ample time for playtesting, debugging, refactoring, and polishing all elements of the game. Well, that's it guys. I'm going to try and keep these short and sweet, so with that I'll leave you to finish watching the rest of our physics system in action. Until next week.